Schools don't do the same type of work at different times of the year. So I went to one school and we'd just done a piece of work. I went to the new school and they were doing it. I was like, oh, and I couldn't be exempted. I had to do it. It sucked.
I was moving down schools a lot because I moved from Wales to England, and I was doing that transition of a year that I was out of education. So I was always playing a catch-up game, right the way up through school until I left. I was always trying to catch up.
They used to have my review during the day, and obviously I wanted to be a part of it, because I wanted to know what they were saying about me. So sometimes I would have to miss a day off school.
If I went to school, the social worker would just come and take me out of the lesson. The school just kind of let her get on with it, and I'd be in a lesson. She'd usually wait until it was my favourites, because she knew that I'd be there. And then she'd knock on the door and be like, oh, can I have a word? And just take me out.
My foster carer went out and bought everything I needed. Rucksacks, books, pens, everything I needed.
I was lucky. But if I'd been put in another council, there's no doubt they would be arguing about who pays for this and who pays for that. And it's just bogus. It's just so ridiculous.
The school gave me a laptop for 3 months to use. But after that, they just goes, nah, you can't have it anymore, and took it off me.
I always have good days in school. Just doing normal lessons, and being with my friends.
I said to my mates I'm going to wisen up and all that. I'm just going to stop messing around in school because if I mess around, I'm going to have a tough future.
It's rubbish because when you move school, basically, you don't know no one.
You worry about going to school and not knowing anyone. So you're always trying to make new friends. And then you're always falling out because you haven't got the same bonds. You've just got to make friends again. And then you've got to do all your education as well. But yet you're struggling because you haven't got no friends.
One-to-one home tutoring, it was easier. But in a sense, that was also probably one of the most unhelpful. I've suffered in social situations all my life. And the only social situation I had at that point in my life was my education. And they took that away from me. And it caused a massive decline in my mental health. And I ended up back in hospital.
It's being a normal parent, really, isn't it? It's what they basically are. If you were children, you would sit down with them and help them with their homework, so why can't foster carers?
Any word my foster carer couldn't spell, she'd be like, how do you spell this? And I'd sit there and help her.
The government pay for someone out of county to be our social worker. Why can't they pay for us to have a local social worker? But they've said they can't because it costs more money. And it's like, if I have stuff planned for that day, and they go, oh, you've got a social worker coming out. So I have to cancel everything. And then last minute, they go, oh, sorry, we can't come. I've had 15 social workers in just under 5 years.
Social services did everything in their power to get us moved, and they came to the stage where they had everyone in tears. And we were like, there's no reason for you to move us. Everyone's happy.
If you're not suited to a certain placement, your school's not going to go well. But if you love your placement, then you're going to do well. I got moved on to over 20 placements.
My foster carer said I could make it if I try hard enough and train hard enough, and I do.
My foster carers do everything they can. Like with seeing my mum, I've been talking about her every day. And my foster mum, she was like, you're thinking about her every day. Why isn't anything being done? Because no one listens. And then she was like, I'm going to have to try and sort something out. So then they did. And I was just like, thank you. I was so thankful, I didn't know what to do.
Every time my foster mother goes to parents' evening, she'll say, I'm so proud of you because I've done really well in school and I'm trying my best, so I can't do any better than that.
My head of year stayed with me 3 hours after school finished because social services were trying to look for a placement for me, so that meant a lot. He went out of his time just to help me.
My foster carers help me with my homework. They're nice.
You're going to do a jump. Yeah, this is a scary jump. Going to do a leap of faith, dude. Right then. Everyone ready, yeah?
Yeah. Anthony, make sure you're up.